Opulence, rebellion, and a tragic end. In Marie Antoinette's life was nothing short of a riveting drama. From her gilded lifestyle as Queen of France to her untimely demise at the guillotine, Marie Antoinette's story has captivated historians and pop culture enthusiasts alike. But was she truly the frivolous queen history has painted her to be? Or was she simply a misunderstood figure caught in the whirlwind of revolutionary change? Let's unravel the mysteries of the woman who defined luxury and tragedy in equal measure. Marie Antoinette was born in Vienna, Austria, in 1755 as Archduchess Maria Antonia Josefa Johanna. The 15th child of Empress Maria Theresa, she was part of a vast and powerful dynasty. But little did anyone know, this young girl would become one of history's most infamous queens. Her childhood was a mix of royal privilege and strict discipline, though she was known for being charming and playful. Imagine her as the lively youngest sibling who could charm her way out of trouble, a stark contrast to the rigid world of court etiquette she would eventually face in France. At just 14 years old, Maria Antonia was sent to France to marry Louis Auguste, the Dauphin of France. This was no love story. It was a political alliance meant to strengthen ties between Austria and France, two historic rivals. Imagine being a teenager, sent to a foreign land, leaving behind everything you've ever known. When she crossed into France, Marie was stripped of her Austrian clothing, her possessions, and even her beloved pet dog. She was, in every sense, reinvented to fit the mold of a French princess. But reinvention was easier said than done. Marie Antoinette struggled to adapt to the rigid expectations of Versailles, a world that revolved around ceremony, appearances, and endless rules. In 1774, at just 19, Marie Antoinette became Queen of France when Louis XVI ascended the throne. While the title came with unimaginable wealth and power, it also came with scrutiny and pressure from every angle. As queen, Marie quickly earned a reputation for her extravagant tastes. She spent lavishly on clothing, jewelry, and, most famously, a retreat called the Petit Trianon, where she created her own private utopia. To some, she was the epitome of elegance. To others, she symbolized everything wrong with the monarchy. But was Marie's lifestyle truly outrageous, or was it simply exaggerated by her enemies? Let's take a closer look at the so-called Madame Deficit. Perhaps no phrase is more famously, and wrongly, attributed to Marie Antoinette than "let them eat cake." This supposed response to the starving French masses was actually first recorded decades before her reign. Marie may have had her flaws, but she wasn't cruelly indifferent to the poor. In fact, records show she donated to charities and tried to support struggling families. But in an age of propaganda, her every action, or inaction, was twisted to paint her as an out-of-touch monarch. By the late 1780s, France was teetering on the edge of financial collapse. The lavish spending of the monarchy, combined with years of mismanagement and mounting debt, ignited public outrage. Marie Antoinette became an easy scapegoat. Cartoons depicted her as greedy, vain, and even immoral, but while the public raged, Marie was dealing with personal tragedies, including the death of her firstborn son. These moments humanize her, showing a side of the queen rarely discussed in history books. Her letters reveal a woman deeply concerned for her children and increasingly aware of the danger facing her family. The tipping point came in October 1789, when a mob marched on Versailles, forcing the royal family to relocate to Paris. This marked the beginning of the end for Marie Antoinette. From this point on, Marie and her family lived under virtual house arrest. Her world of luxury had crumbled, replaced by fear and uncertainty. In 1793, Marie Antoinette was tried and convicted of treason by the Revolutionary Tribunal. Her trial was a farce, filled with baseless accusations, but the verdict was predetermined. On October 16, 1793, Marie Antoinette was executed by guillotine. Dressed in white, she approached her death with dignity, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire debate. Over the centuries, Marie Antoinette has become a symbol of excess, but also of misunderstood humanity. She's been the subject of films, books, and even fashion trends. Perhaps the real lesson of Marie Antoinette's life lies in the perils of perception. Her story reminds us that public opinion can be as fleeting and as dangerous as a revolution itself. Marie Antoinette was more than just a queen. She was a symbol of a changing world, one that continues to echo through history. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of history's most fascinating figures.